Last week we made a video about the EcoFlow Trail 200 and Trail 300, and I said this was the first of its kind portable DC power station, no AC, just DC only. And you guys blew up the comments on that video saying, no, Anker made one first, the Anker 300, C300, something, this guy. And I was like, huh, maybe I'm wrong. So I immediately ordered one on Amazon, shipped it to my door. This is 250 bucks Canadian, which I think is a little bit more than the Trail 300 right now. And we're gonna take a look at it. Is it better? Is it different? Are these actually the first of its kind? Do these actually have some features that this doesn't have, or does this have some features that the EcoFlow doesn't have? Let's unbox the Anker SOLIX C300 and see what this thing's all about. And thank you guys for leaving the comments. Sometimes I miss products. I can't catch everything that's on the market. Here we are, follow-up video. Wait. There's something in there. USB charging cable. 3-year warranty card. More box. Anker portable power station. Immediate difference? It is bigger. Now I am not invested in any of these overall. I could care less. I want to show you guys the differences. You guys can pick whichever one you think is best. I now have 3 of these, so I can use all of them, I suppose, or maybe give one away to my friends. But first thing I noticed when looking at the ad for this, boom, look at it, it's got a light. Let me turn this on. There we go. Power that on. We've got a light somewhere. There we go. Now this is 288 watt hours, and apparently that stays on even when you close it. So this would be more comparable to the Trail 300, which also has 288 watt hours. I'm going to not compare this to the Trail 200. It doesn't have a couple features that both of these have, and that is the XT60 connector and the 12-volt barrel connector. So this one is smaller, it is lighter, but it is less capacity as well. So EcoFlow Trail 300, Anker SOLIX C300, 288 watt hours, pop-up light on one, no pop-up light on the other. Multi-brightness too. How long this is gonna last? I don't know. Do you need a light on here? I don't know. Do I think this is kind of handy? Yes, I do, because these small portable power stations are useful for carrying around, and if you want to carry this around and drop it in your rooftop tent and you've got a light on your way in, I think that's kind of cool. Because of all of this, this is about an inch taller, but it is not as deep. As you can see, the Anker has a shallower, more of a cube design if we look at this from the top down. Slightly different form factor. Will that matter? I don't know. I think both of these are perfectly suited for tucking into small spaces. I think this will fit just fine underneath my goose gear in the back of my Jeep, which is where I want to keep these things. Now we've got a bunch of buttons on the Anker that we don't have on the EcoFlow. Now the Anker has multiple USB ports out. It has more 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 1, 2, 3, 4 USB ports out. So we've got 2 standard type A ports. These are 12 watts. This is the same as the EcoFlow Trail. We have 1 USB-C port here, which is 15 watts. So that's basically low draw devices, kind of useless. We don't have any low draw useless ports on here, but we do have 3 USB-C ports below this. This one is 140, this one is 140 watts, and this one is 100 watts. We only have 2 ports, 2 USB-C ports on the EcoFlow. This one is 140 watts and this one is 140 watts. So you get an extra port, albeit only 100 watts, but I mean 100 watts is enough to run things like a Starlink Mini over USB-C. So I'm gonna say that's pretty good. The one thing I want to test though is, can it support fast charging 2.0? Because so many devices I have don't seem to charge at fast charging 2.0 when I plug my phone in. So let me grab my phone. And I just happen to have an Anker USB cable. So normally when I plug my phone in, I usually get fast charge. super fast charging 2.0. I don't know if you guys can see that, super fast charging 2.0. So that is the fastest you can charge a portable device. And let's see if we get the same on the Anker super fast charging 2.0. Okay, great. So the USB-C ports on both of these are awesome. Similarly, we have XT60 connectors on both of these. The Anker has a fancy blue looking XT60 connector. This is what you're going to use for your solar input. Same with the EcoFlow, you've got your XT60. So you can charge these with a solar panel, which is awesome. These are great little portable power stations to bring camping if you don't need a whole slew of power and you want to just charge some mobile devices, maybe run a couple things around camp, USB fan, Starlink Mini. I don't know why I keep playing with this. And if you're off the grid for a few days, you can charge them up with solar. Both of these have car sockets, but one of them has a car socket that actually has its cap stay connected. This one, you might as well throw in the garbage because, well, the first time you take that out, you're gonna forget where you put it. Now, we do have a button to turn these power on, the 12-volt power on for both of these, which is great. You can toggle that on and off. Got a power button for the light on the top, which is cool. No power button for the light on the top of the EcoFlow because it just doesn't have one. The other thing here is we've got a button for connecting to an app. The EcoFlow Trail 300 does not connect to an app at all. The Anker, I'm going to grab the app and take a look at it. The last thing I want to look at is there any other ways to charge this? No, and I want to take a look at the weight. So let's take a look at the two of these and see if there's a weight difference. All right, fancy kitchen scale. Hopefully it has enough weight capacity. And the Anker comes in at 2,872 grams, which is 6.322 pounds. This is the EcoFlow at 2581, so it is a little bit lighter, 5.69 pounds. If you're backpacking with this, if you're into hiking and backpacking with portable power stations, EcoFlow is going to be lighter. If you don't backpack with portable power stations like most normal people, I don't think that weight really matters, so it's kind of up to you. Now the Anker power station is app enabled, which the EcoFlow is not. EcoFlow has a pretty awesome app for all their other power stations. It's too bad they don't have one for the Trail 300. And there we go. We've got 87%. We can see how the temperature is. We can turn that carport on and off. We can look at the status of our USB ports, and we can turn the light on and off remotely, which that is cool. So if you want to leave this in your tent and have it light up your tent when you come back and go to bed, but you don't want to leave it on the whole time, you could connect to it from your phone over Bluetooth, and you can turn the screen on and off. So there you go. That's kind of cool. Pretty basic, not much going on in there. I guess we can make some other adjustments and settings you see in a lot of portable power stations, and most importantly, we can update the firmware in here, which is kind of handy if something comes out down the road. I'm not sure why EcoFlow did not put an app on the Trail 300, because they have this app, which I use for my other portable power station from EcoFlow, which is pretty handy and useful, but not for the Trail 300. Now, if you're not charging either of these power stations with the XT60 connector over solar, you can charge them, well, you have to charge them over USB because there is no other way to charge these. And as far as charging goes, you can charge this with either of these two USB ports in. Looks like we can charge off 1 and 2. Let's see if this goes up, increases wattage. 125 watts total. Now I have 65 watt chargers on here, so possible it goes a little bit higher if you have a bigger charger, but we also have the same charging on the Trail 300 as well. You can charge both those USB ports, so super handy, because why wouldn't you have a USB-C cable hanging around? Most people have fast chargers for their phones nowadays, and if you have two chargers, you can charge it even faster by plugging them both into the two input USB-C ports at the same time. So I guess really the last thing comes down to price. Now with all portable power stations, price can be all over the map depending on the day of the week, the moon phase, or whether there's a Black Friday sale going on. But as of right now, the Anker C300 SOLIX, whatever they call it, is currently on sale for $289 Canadian. It looks like it retails normally for $389 Canadian if you believe that is a real retail price. Power stations, don't ever buy them at full price. They are always on sale at some point. So 289 bucks, the EcoFlow, if I can spell, and the EcoFlow Trail 300 currently goes for $229 Canadian, also on sale, regular retail price of $349. Of course, as I said, always buy power stations on sale, or you can use coupon codes that you find in the description of my videos to save you a few extra bucks, depending on where you're buying them. I don't have a coupon code or anything with Anker because I bought this on Amazon. So use the Amazon link. That will be one of my affiliate links. I get paid a small commission if you buy something off of Amazon. After clicking on that link, it costs you nothing extra and helps support me making these videos when I have to go and spend $300 to be proven wrong about a video I made last week. I don't know, which one do you guys think is best? Anker C300 with the novelty light on top and wireless control with your phone, extra USB-C ports, and all the same stuff the EcoFlow Trail 300 has, or would you rather save a few bucks and pick up this guy, which is slightly lighter, different form factor, and keeps you within the EcoFlow ecosystem if you're buying all your other power stations from that company, or maybe you're an Anker fanboy. I don't know. I'll have to try some Anker power stations out. I haven't really tried too many. Quick video for you guys because you left me 18 million comments about this power station and I had to check it out immediately. If you have any questions about these, leave them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer them, or just tell me that thank you for making this video immediately and course correcting over the last video I made. Hit subscribe, guys. I appreciate it. We're almost at 100K. Let's get that done by the end of this year. I'll catch you guys in the next video.